Hello, Monika here. Watching YouTubers, you might wonder why some make big careers, why some don't succeed, why some keep creating for years with a small number of followers, and why others burn out after just a few months or years. I've analyzed various creators with long careers, as well as those who announced the end of their YouTube journey, even when they had many subscribers and their business seemed to be doing well. I listened to their main reasons for quitting YouTube. Based on my analysis, I created a few key YouTube rules that are crucial for having a long career on the platform. So, if you want to be a YouTuber, or if you're curious why your favorite creator suddenly disappeared, keep listening. Before we dive in, a small warning. There will be several points and categories. These categories overlap and connect. So, if you hear one point and think, okay, but what about this person? Listen to the end. Okay, so let's begin. There are three key aspects crucial for sustaining a fulfilling career. Autonomy, mastery, and purpose are three components of intrinsic motivation, a concept extensively discussed by Daniel Pink in his book Drive. 1. Autonomy, having control over our actions and decisions in our work. 2. Purpose, the feeling that what we do is meaningful and contributes to something larger than ourselves. 3. Mastery, involves continuously improving our skills and abilities, achieving a sense of growth and development. In a typical 9-to-5 job, employers also attempt to incorporate these aspects to varying degrees. 1. Autonomy. Employers delegate responsibilities to provide a sense of control, although the ultimate authority rests with them, including the ability to terminate employment. 2. Mastery. Companies offer advancements and career development plans to foster skill improvement and mastery within their roles. 3. Purpose. Organizations create mission statements and company visions to impart a sense of purpose to employees, aligning their work with broader goals. However, these aspects are often not fully satisfied to the extent they might be if you were running your own business. In a traditional job setting, achieving 100% fulfillment of autonomy, mastery, and purpose, all three combined, is, I would say, impossible. Nevertheless, it's crucial that at least one of these aspects is sufficiently met to avoid feeling like a mere cog in the wheel of daily work routines. What's worse, we are so accustomed to the conventional work system or constrained by traditional frameworks that even when we transition to our own businesses, we behave as if we were still working for someone else. We don't give ourselves the freedom, autonomy, and alignment with our true selves that we originally sought. Therefore, it's worth asking, does the business work for me, or do I work for the business? Or, how can I make the business work for me rather than the other way around? YouTube operates with additional principles that I will explain in more detail. Rule 1. Success requires more than just effort. Many people start a YouTube career dreaming of more money, freedom, and escaping the 9-to-5 grind. But here's the reality check. If you're not careful, you might trade your 9-to-5 job for a 24/7 hustle. This often happens when starting a business, including on YouTube. In the world of social media, what you put into your videos, input, doesn't always result in the expected returns like money, subscribers, likes, or attention. Let's face it, you upload content online for results. If not, you either genuinely enjoy creating videos as a hobby, with YouTube simply being a platform to share what you'd already be doing, or You see it as a way to document memories. Otherwise, if you're not getting the expected reception over time and the feedback isn't as rewarding, it can become frustrating. But here's the thing, even big creators face this challenge. That's why optimizing your approach is crucial to avoid feeling trapped in another 9-to-5 job. Take the case of a creator with around 700,000 subscribers who was frustrated because even with that number of subscribers, he felt like his effort didn't translate into the success he expected. His meticulously crafted videos took immense effort and time, yet often garnered fewer views than simple, spontaneous kitchen recordings. Why? Because as you guessed, hard work doesn't ensure success. There is no linear relationship between your effort and the result that you get. It's a far more complex system. For example, in his specific case, despite his hard work, he was also missing another key component, which leads us to rule number 2. Rule 2. Lifestyle first, YouTube second. Content creators generally fall into 2 categories. Type 1, living life and sharing it, so lifestyle first, YouTube second. And type 2, living life through the camera, so YouTube first, lifestyle second. When it comes to the first type of creators, these creators authentically live their lives and share them online. Even if they put in extra effort to film and edit, YouTube serves as an extension of their personality, a way to share who they already are. They will likely continue doing what they do even without YouTube. Examples include experts like Jordan Peterson, a clinical psychologist, and Andrew Huberman, a neuroscientist who were established in their fields before YouTube. Their content reflects their existing passions and expertise. For instance, Jonna Hinton shares videos about life in Sweden, which align with her everyday experiences. If not on YouTube, she'd likely still engage in similar activities. They use algorithms to reach wider audiences but remain true to their passions. Because they create from genuine enjoyment, their content feels less like work and more like an extension of their daily lives, reducing the risk of burnout compared to trend-chasing creators. When it comes to type 2 creators, these creators prioritize content that aligns with algorithms or audience demands. They are initially focused on becoming successful YouTubers. They shape content to meet perceived audience expectations. They are more susceptible to burnout as they may feel they're living life through a camera, constantly chasing views and income. If they gain attention and money, they are likely to continue creating content. However, prioritizing audience demands over personal fulfillment can make it feel more like a regular job, where they might feel trapped in the trend cycles. This shift can disrupt their sense of autonomy, mastery, and sense of purpose. It's important to note that not everyone values these 3 factors equally or at a high level. Authentic influencers may not fit into this category because they often share their genuine lives and interests. While they may strategize to reach wider audiences, their content remains aligned with personal passions rather than purely algorithm-driven trends. So, their videos are still extension of their personality. Questions to ask yourself to guide you through your YouTube journey. Why am I doing this? If I won the lottery, would I still make YouTube videos? If your answer is yes, then ask yourself, in what way would that change? Rule 3. Don't put yourself in a box. Many say to find your niche, but this doesn't work as expected anymore. If you focus only on one product, one niche, and consistently post content about one topic without letting people know your character, it becomes more like a business brand, not a personal brand. The problem here is that if you're not a business person, you're not interested in the business aspect, and you started YouTube to feel freer than in a regular job, and or you are not sure if you want to talk about the same topic for the rest of your life, by limiting yourself to one type of audience and one topic, you might eventually feel trapped and inauthentic, treating YouTube as just another job, which you don't enjoy that much. Most people on the internet eventually want to talk about other things and their interests. They want to express themselves fully. Many creators who burn out from creating content on a single topic said, "First I wanted to, and then I felt like I had to." Or, "I have a lot of things in my head, but they are not right and do not fit in." Or, "I created the perfect woman, a woman I no longer am." They confined themselves to one topic for a long time without being transparent about their character. So, people were only interested in that one thing, that one niche they talked about, not in Mr. X or Mrs. X who discussed it. And here's the catch with personal brands. Influencers and companies that are personal brands are also niches. The niche is them. Their personality and all their interests form their niche, a niche that encompasses their entire life. It is not wrong to talk about different topics if you do it skillfully, and all these topics are connected by your personality. As long as you remain authentic, this attracts people. Think about how often you enjoy listening to a topic just because a particular person on YouTube is discussing it and you trust them. It is much more likely that you would buy a product recommended by a person you regularly watch and trust on YouTube than from someone who only delivers dry facts without a human touch. So, if you want to narrow your channel to a niche, ensure you can commit to it for a long time, or you just like leading a business. Otherwise, keep your content diverse and let your channel evolve with you. But while doing it, also remember rule number 4. Rule 4: authenticity is key. This is probably the most important point on this entire list. Contrary to what it might seem, it's not enough to simply tell yourself, be authentic, or tell the truth to actually be authentic. Being yourself in front of the camera requires skill. Just as with any skill, being authentic on camera takes practice. Recording yourself and trying different things allows you to find out what you truly feel comfortable with. Insecurities and the desire to gain followers can lead you to follow trends and imitate other creators even if you don't feel like it, which is the biggest mistake. First, it's your character that should attract viewers. Second, if you copy someone and attract a certain audience, believe me, after a while, it will become very tiring and you'll feel like you're acting in a staged film rather than your own. For example, don't arrange your entire life to look good on camera. If your room looks aesthetic in your videos, it should be because it genuinely is, not because you prepared it only for the video. Often, it's our personality that attracts viewers, so show your personality. Share who you really are to prevent YouTube from becoming just another job. It's not only the most expressive and funniest girl who gets views. If you're shy, be shy in your videos too. Speak as if you're talking to a friend. It usually works better than just overthinking things. Don't worry if your videos don't attract people at first. You need to learn to be authentic on camera. It takes time for your audience and the algorithm to find you. Rule 5: your channel is not your identity. Sometimes people start identifying with their channel, and if it doesn't do well, they feel like they aren't doing well themselves. This can be dangerous, leading to a loss of self-esteem and increased stress. It's important to remember that your worth is not determined by the success of your channel. Often, having a life outside of social media and not relying solely on YouTube channel can help. Rule 6. Make your videos, not good videos. The best feeling is to be proud of your videos, not just satisfied that you perfectly hit the algorithm and got a few more views. Ask yourself, what do I want to say to the world? This should be your mantra. Be proud of your videos. The more you focus on algorithm, likes, and subscribers, the more you'll turn YouTube into a job and lose your authenticity. Improve and learn about algorithm to better convey your message, not to completely change it. Rule 7. Don't look at milestones. Celebrate milestones and look how big of an impact you have on others, but don't focus solely on that. Social media bombards us with how to get 100,000, 500,000, 1 million subscribers, or how I reached 50,000, 100,000, etc. This creates a constant new target for us to chase. As a result, we focus more on reaching the goal and using words that will help us achieve that goal rather than concentrating on the message we want to convey. Don't start playing the game most people play. Focus on your message. Focus on enjoying what you do and taking care of yourself, not just hitting milestones. Otherwise, you'll likely find yourself on a hamster wheel, which brings us to the next point. Rule 8. Take breaks to step off the hamster wheel. When you're already in the YouTube game, it often becomes so consuming that you might think taking a break will make you lose everything. The situation looks like this. You post content, receive reactions from people, get a dopamine boost, and keep going. People become increasingly engaged in what you do, and the algorithm favors regular posting. But what if you want to take a break, even for a moment? People can easily find someone else to follow. They might forget you, and the algorithm dislikes long breaks without posting. What if after your break, your post doesn't reach the same audience? All of this makes you feel like you're in a hamster wheel, fearing that if you stop, you will lose everything. You feel the need to keep publishing and turning everything into content, which leads to not knowing if you're doing something because you want to or just to make content out of it. It's easy to fall into this, and it's also hard to get out. Often people replace a 9-to-5 job with a 24/7 job. And that's where the problem lies. So, you need to plan your breaks, set boundaries, be transparent with your audience. Currently, there is a trend of disappearing stories and a lot of content in small doses, like Reels, Shorts, and TikToks. However, remember that there are also creators, especially on YouTube, who post very rarely but still maintain their audience. Longer, more in-depth videos often provide greater value and can lead to deeper engagement. Rare, high-quality posts are often evergreen, meaning they remain relevant and continue to attract viewers long after their initial release. This can lead to a consistent flow of new subscribers and viewers over time. Additionally, audiences often create and share their own content based on your videos. This can amplify your reach and keep your community active and engaged, even during periods when you're not posting new content. Not thinking about content all the time will reduce the chances of burnout. So, in summary, 1. Success requires more than just effort. Optimize your approach to avoid frustration when effort doesn't translate into expected results. 2. Lifestyle first, YouTube second. Focus on living your life authentically rather than solely catering to YouTube to prevent losing touch with your true self. 3. Don't put yourself in a box. Explore diverse topics to evolve your content organically with your interests. 4. Authenticity is key. Focus on being genuine to attract a loyal audience. 5. Your channel is not your identity. Separate your self-worth from your channel's success. 6. Make your videos, not good videos. Prioritize meaningful content over algorithmic trends. 7. Don't look at milestones. Focus on continuous improvement rather than subscriber counts. 8. Take breaks to step off the hamster wheel. Schedule regular breaks to prevent burnout and maintain creativity. So that's it for today. Thank you very much for listening.